Ancient Greece, a land where humanity's deepest thoughts began to take shape. In this world inspired by mythology, poetry, and philosophy came together to lay the foundation of a new order. Here, in open-air amphitheaters, under the guidance of Homer and Hesiod, the story of divine order and humanity's place in the cosmos unfolded. Verses from the Iliad resonated with the audience, revealing the intricate ties between mythological heroes and the gods. But the roots of this order reached even deeper. From the dark void of chaos emerged Gaia and Eros. Gaia shaped mountains and seas, adorning the sky with stars. From this cosmic union arose the gods and the universe they ruled. To Homer, this universe operated under unchanging laws, governing both gods and humans. The celestial movements of divine beings harmonized with the toil of humans on Earth, embodying the eternal laws of the cosmos. The divine order of ancient Greece shaped humanity's view of the cosmos, echoing through the ages. This is the land where philosophy and mythology were born. The dawn of philosophy. In the small coastal town of Miletus in ancient Greece, a mind emerged to question the mysteries of the universe. That mind belonged to Thales. By observing water, Thales sought to uncover the source of all existence. Thales stood by the shores of the Aegean Sea, watching the eternal motion of the waves. In this moment, he realized that water was the fundamental substance of the universe. The calm in his gaze reflected his profound connection to this vital element, marking the first step toward understanding the natural laws of existence. But Thales was not just a thinker. He was an observer of nature. He studied the flow of streams and the transformations of water. In bustling marketplaces, he debated his ideas with merchants and scholars. By combining reason and observation, Thales laid the foundation for rational inquiry, turning away from mythological explanations. His ideas transcended time, reaching from ancient classrooms to modern laboratories. The significance he placed on water found echoes in the discovery of hydrogen as a fundamental building block of the universe. What began as a simple observation became a legacy that pushed the boundaries of human understanding. Thales was more than a philosopher. He was a guide in humanity's first steps toward understanding the cosmos. His thoughts on water have resonated through the ages, shaping the birth of both philosophy and science. In the quiet streets of ancient Greece, a mind emerged to unravel the mysteries of infinity, Anaximander. He proposed that the universe originated from a boundless source, which he called the Apeiron. Anaximander sat beneath a star-filled sky in an ancient amphitheater, holding a burning torch. Its light reflected his thoughts on the infinite. The Apeiron, a boundless eternal essence, was his profound idea of the universe's origin. This concept symbolized the cycle of matter and the timeless flow of existence. One of Anaximander's groundbreaking ideas was evolution. Hiking through rugged mountains, he studied fossilized sea creatures, proposing that life began in the water and gradually adapted to land. Sharing his findings with students, he carved the transformative journey of life onto stone tablets. The cosmos, according to Anaximander, was shaped by the creative energy of the Apeiron. Heat and cold, water and earth, matter and energy, all emerged from the Apeiron and returned to it. The earth, surrounded by a fiery celestial sphere, represented the perfect cycle of a self-sustaining universe. Anaximander was not just a philosopher, but a visionary who sought to comprehend the infinity of the cosmos. His ideas transcended ancient thought and continue to inspire modern science. Anaximenes in contemplation. Imagine a windswept hill in ancient Miletus, where the philosopher Anaximenes stands deep in thought. The gentle rustling of the wind through olive trees and tall grass reflects the very essence of his belief: air. To Anaximenes, air was not just a physical element, but the foundation of all existence. It could expand into vast nothingness or compress into tangible forms, shaping the world as we know it. Through the lens of Anaximenes' philosophy, we witness the transformation of air into the elements around us. Mist rising in the morning solidifies into ice, while fire's heat disperses air into an expanding force. These transitions reveal the unity of creation, where air, through its compression and expansion, becomes water, earth, and flame. Anaximenes saw this invisible force as the key to understanding the natural world. Anaximenes believed air was not only the source of life, but the soul of the universe. Just as our breath sustains us, air envelops and nurtures the cosmos. He envisioned the Earth, a floating sphere surrounded by an infinite sea of air, alive and connected by this unseen yet vital force. His ideas bridged the material and the spiritual, laying the groundwork for a living, breathing cosmos. Anaximenes' philosophy reminds us of the profound power of the simplest elements, inspiring us to see the invisible forces that shape our world and beyond.
Questions. How does Anaximander's concept of the Apeiron challenge traditional mythological explanations of the universe's origin, and what implications does it have for later scientific thought?
Anaximander's concept of the Apeiron, the boundless or infinite, represents a significant departure from traditional mythological explanations of the universe's origin. Unlike mythologies that attribute creation to anthropomorphic gods or primordial beings, Anaximander posits an abstract, eternal, and limitless source as the origin of all things. This idea introduces a naturalistic framework that emphasizes the cyclical nature of matter and energy, where elements emerge from and return to the Apeiron. The implications for later scientific thought are profound. Anaximander's notion of infinity and transformation anticipates modern cosmological theories about the dynamic and self-sustaining nature of the universe. His work laid the groundwork for understanding processes like evolution and the conservation of energy, bridging ancient philosophy with contemporary science.
In what ways does Thales' identification of water as the fundamental substance reflect both empirical observation and philosophical abstraction? And how did this dual approach influence subsequent philosophical inquiry?
Thales' identification of water as the fundamental substance reflects a synthesis of empirical observation and philosophical abstraction. Empirically, Thales observed the ubiquity and transformative properties of water in nature, its ability to flow, evaporate, freeze, and sustain life. Philosophically, he abstracted these qualities to propose water as the arche, principle, of all existence, suggesting that everything originates from and returns to this primary element. This dual approach marked a shift from mythological explanations to rational inquiry, establishing the foundation of Western philosophy and science. By combining sensory experience with logical reasoning, Thales inspired later thinkers such as Anaximenes and Heraclitus to explore other elemental principles and develop more systematic methods of understanding the natural world.
Compare and contrast Anaximenes' theory of air as the foundational element with Thales' theory of water. What similarities and differences exist in their methodologies and conclusions, and how do these theories contribute to early materialist philosophy?
Both Anaximenes and Thales sought to identify a single, unifying principle underlying all existence, reflecting early materialist philosophy. Thales proposed water due to its observable transformations and life-sustaining properties, while Anaximenes identified air, emphasizing its invisible yet pervasive presence and its capacity to transform through compression and expansion. Methodologically, both philosophers relied on empirical observation, but differed in their interpretations. Thales focused on tangible phenomena, whereas Anaximenes highlighted the intangible and dynamic aspects of his chosen element. Their conclusions diverge in scope. Water is finite and specific, while air is infinite and versatile, but both contribute to materialism by grounding reality in physical substances rather than supernatural forces. These theories collectively advance the search for universal principles governing nature.
Discuss the role of mythology in shaping ancient Greek views of the cosmos, as presented in the script. How did mythological narratives transition into philosophical inquiries, and what impact did this have on the development of Western thought?
Mythology played a central role in shaping ancient Greek views of the cosmos by providing narratives that explained natural phenomena and humanity's place within the universe. Figures like Homer and Hesiod used poetry to articulate divine order, portraying gods as personifications of cosmic forces. Over time, these mythological frameworks began to transition into philosophical inquiries as thinkers like Thales, Anaximander, and Anaximenes sought rational explanations for the same phenomena. This shift marked the emergence of natural philosophy, which replaced anthropomorphic deities with abstract principles like water, the Apeiron, and air. The impact on Western thought was monumental, as it established the tradition of critical inquiry and laid the intellectual foundation for fields such as metaphysics, cosmology, and the natural sciences. This evolution underscores the enduring interplay between myth and reason in human attempts to understand the cosmos.